Good morning, Vicky LeBlanc. Today's Thursday, June 5th, and I was very elated, very excited a few minutes ago, and I spurred out many different forms of jargons, which are noted on Twitter, but also entertained a sort of soliloquy, self-talk, and thought about the importance of communicating colloquial language or colloquial value to express a term and replace, and the originality of the phrase has to be expressed with passion, with precision of the phrase or what it's meant to be. It has to be said correctly from your gut, from your belly, and it all may sound country, but whatever it is, there's a release that signals comfort, but gets the job done. Then you, of course, go back to normalcy. But I think about how our often communities get stuck in that country language or feeling or comfort zone. But whenever I experience something or practice something, I'm always compassionate to where that systematic detail lives, and try to draw reasons why it exists and how we can still make use of it and replace it with something else, but remain cognizant and conscious of what proper dialogue should consist of. So again, I just want to give you perhaps in-depth detail or an example. So the term that I struggled to express was my mother knew. She heard it. Then I went to say, I said, no, that's not what I want to say. I want to say it the real country, love song way. My mama knew she heard that. And it felt better getting it out, and even, but in writing it, there was a sort of not the same comfort, but just recognizing that it has to be expressed correctly. So in writing it, the impetuous nature that I have to express excitement and get it out, I just mlagil. I just let it out. But it's funny to note that even in typing and expressing it, I trying to communicate proper English, it just didn't feel right. But once I did say it in its full term, then I was over it, and I'm calm now. So I'm able to deliver in proper annotations. Okay, so what sparked that, as you also one may think that I have an ADD or dyslexic learning style or learning delivery, but it works in my benefit, and none of the above exist. And my repertoire, what's going on? My repertoire for both ADD and dyslexia, mainly ADD, will be entertained after this soon-to-come journey. That's something that I will do research on. Not do research because research is done, but that's something that I'll work with and present concrete measures, new remedies, and see where our generation will go from there after revealing some of those secrets. All right, so what brought on such a desire to explain the country talk, colloquial talk, language value, language assertion, language control? I spoke of the phrase, but the alarm, the emergency announcement alarm went off in my neighborhood today. It says this is a test. Now, this is something that I struggled with. I stood before the council, Port St. Lucie Council, and asked for some sort of a schedule, and it didn't conclude as I desired, and people who were in my home that time sort of had a faint memory, so that's why I made a comment. My mama knew she heard me. She heard, so that's how it came out. But even now, as I'm saying, I'm so over it that it doesn't come out the same way. But I want to explain where we get trapped, the galaxies that we're traveling in, and inner core, outer core, mantles, the layers of that our children have to struggle with, our communities have to struggle with, and where we have to learn a balance. And even as individuals, where we have to learn the appropriate time zone to rehearse such a language and see if we're going to use them, that we are constantly reminding young people that this language model is a model or can replace volatile nature or profane language. So it can be used in that sense. It's not something that you want to get comfortable or stuck with, because then you lose the use of lucid talk, lucid English, and that's where we're going. All right, so I'm going to cut this video in half, and you know what? No, I won't. I'll continue. My mental faculties seem to be with me right now. Today's faculties, not faculty. But I need a better angle right here to make sure. Okay, here we go. Now, drawing from that, talking about appropriateness, proper English, proper model, role models, I wanted to tune in or zone in on T.I. I talked about him having swag. Again, initially when you say it, yeah, you have to say it with a certain like, T.I.'s got swag. He has, and for me, I coined, he's got slim swag. What does that mean in that sense? That's a colloquial value, a language. But he's a gentleman who represents himself in a very exquisite mannerism, and not only to the eye, to the naked eye, but also in his community. He's always good. He's always gracious and donating, and he's also a prime example, an exemplary factor of what a reality show should be consist of. He's always bringing beautiful family, Tiny. I'll get to you in a moment, but let me draw this out. The kids. Beautiful kids. The youngest one, he reminded me of Ian at once. Just so bright. I haven't seen the show in a while, but that's something that I enjoy watching. That we get to see the dichotomy, dynamics of family flow, fun, laughter, trials, tribulation, but a meaning in the end, and presentable. He's always bringing his kids on to see how it works. Money's just not, just given, even if it's a lot, to earn the dollar, to know the value of a dollar. And music wise, well, you know, I was listening to the music video, and of course you can relate to it, talking about, you know, you go to church in the Sunday morning and what you did in the Saturday morning. And of course I've been a victim of that too. You know, you had, oh no, actually he said a fashion show on the Saturday and Sunday morning going to church. Now that's something that I enjoy. Those are the sceneries that I enjoy. The club thing isn't for me anymore. But then there was a time, you just club, and then Sunday morning you're done, and then, you've kind of earned your stripes of the weeks until Friday, Saturday, and Sunday comes, and you need, you have to start all over again. So anyway, he talked about even the family structure in the song, and that's why it's important to know your artist. To know artists, to know if you want to draw something out from the song, because gifts